Hey guys, Hokaponis Mango coming in. It's gonna look like I'm not looking at the camera when I'm talking to you just because of the angle that I have my phone. Usually I'm holding my phone when I'm talking to you guys, but it gets really shaky and I move it around a lot, so I tried to stick it up on this like tripod thing. See how this works. So I haven't posted or been on in a while and talked to you guys, and excuse my nasally voice. I'm getting over a bit of a healing crisis, a little bit of a sickness from the last week. But I'm really excited today because tonight I started class for massage therapy. So this is class 1 of, I'm not exactly sure how many, working towards a license in massage therapy. And that's something that I have researched for the last couple of years and tried to get into a class, and the schedule just never worked out, and I finally manifested it, and I have no idea how I'm going to make it work, but I just kind of put my foot down and decided it didn't matter, and as soon as I did that, everything has just fallen into place, and it's been really awesome to see that happen. But I wanted to share something with you guys because it really aligns with the work that I've been doing for the last year, maybe a little more than a year, because I really embarked on a spiritual journey in 2012 when I went to Guatemala and Belize with Running Buffalo Journeys, and that was pretty much the beginning of this amazing spiritual journey that I was going to go on, and I had no idea it was just the beginning of everything. And I had only started doing yoga a year or two before that, maybe in 2008, I think I started doing it, and then I had a reprieve where I didn't do it for a while. I'm trying to retract on when that, because I stopped for a while when I was taking care of my mom, and then I went on that journey and I did a little more yoga, and we started getting really into plant medicine and meditation, more yoga practices, and then I came home and I got really sick, and that was a whole other insane healing crisis that I went through, where none of the doctors could figure out what was wrong with me, and the only thing that I could do was turn inside and meditate, and I would have dreams about what I needed to get well. So I never had an answer of why I got sick. We have a lot of theories, but what came up was proper nutrition, and what really helped, that was a major turning point, was using affirmations. And in the past, I've kind of made fun of people who would use affirmations. I'm like, oh my God, they're crazy. What are they doing? Standing in a mirror, talking to themselves. I had a roommate that would do it all the time, and I thought she was nuts because I hadn't been properly introduced to it, and I didn't understand the energy behind it or the magic behind it. So, of course, when I came to Wilmington about a year and a half ago, I met a spiritual teacher that led me through the laws of living through Dr. Rice. And one of the main things that we would do is mantras and affirmations, and that was usually the beginning of any breath work that we would do, and all throughout the course, whatever our issues were, where we felt like we were lacking, we would have these affirmations, either come up with them or be given to us. And the one for me during that time was, I am always in the right place at the right time. And that really resonated because for so long after I left California, I just never felt like I was in the right place. I always felt like it was one giant mistake. So I never felt at home. I could never get grounded. And that was awful because I just never felt like I had a home. I never had a place I could go feel safe or escape to or just feel comfortable. And that really weighed on me heavily. And I got a lot of anxiety because of that. But that affirmation, I didn't know, we're practicing it, and I had no idea if it was going to stick or make me feel any different. And after a while of saying it over and over again, I'm in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. I'm in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. I'm in exactly the right place at exactly the right time, just over and over again. I finally feel like I'm in exactly the right place at exactly the right time for the first time in a really long time, like years. And everything that's happening to me is meant for me. So tonight, when we started our first class for massage therapy, our teacher is like really adamant about energy, and she loves talking about it, which is awesome because I'm all about energy, spirituality, like everything in the universe is energy. And she gives us this affirmation, and it just makes so, like, I don't know, everything's just aligning, and there's a good flow to my life right now that's happening. I love this affirmation, and so I wanted to share it with you guys because this is one that you could really adopt yourselves. And I plan to hang this up on my mirror and say this like every single day. But I encourage you guys to come up with your own affirmations with positive languaging. It's not, don't smoke if you don't want to smoke cigarettes, or I'm not smoking today. It's, I am breathing healthy and clear without the aid of cigarettes. Something like that, where you're using a positive, not a negative, because that's what you want to attract. And you want to do it not in the future or the past. You want to do it in the present moment, because this is how the law of attraction works. You're attracting in the present. It's something that you already have, that you currently are experiencing. This is how we change our mindset, and this is how we attract the energy towards us. So that's just something to think about when you come up with your own affirmations. But I'm going to read this one to you. There's actually two, one right after the other, but this one's mind, body, and spirit. And it says, my life is a continual expansion of joy and aliveness. Everything I need is already within me. I trust my intuition. My life is filled with laughter and love. I am the master of my life. I fully love and accept myself as I am. I live up to my own highest ideals. I communicate clearly and effectively. I am a radiant, powerful being. I am happy. I am vibrantly healthy. My life is a joyous adventure. I am creative in all that I do. My relationships are nurturing and fun. I am aligned with the divine plan of my life. I appreciate the good in my life. I am in an exciting romantic relationship. I allow people to support me, and they do. That was the first one. And then the second one is on career and finances. And it goes, my career is fulfilling and prosperous. The more abundance I have, the more I have to share. I am well organized. I am true to myself. My creativity is flowing and focused. I am a dynamic public speaker. My career supports me in being who I am. I have the time, energy, wisdom, and money to accomplish my goals. Every dollar I circulate returns to me multiplied. I see the opportunities in life. I manifest my power with integrity and love. I love that. It's so simple, but just saying that every day, as many times as you feel like you need to, at least once a day, make a commitment to it. You can change so many things in your life. Thought patterns that change physical patterns. Your thought patterns manifest physically. So if you can change your thought patterns, you can change your physical reality. It's amazing. Just try one simple thing and just give it time. Like, it might be an instant manifestation, or it might take a while, but it will come to you as long as you're using those positives. Even if you don't believe it at first, just keep saying it until you start to believe it. Because I didn't believe it at first. At first I was like, this is kind of weird. And I really wasn't all about it. But repeating it over and over again, it became my truth. So, and this works for negative things too. If you're thinking negative thought patterns and worrying about something over and over again, you're often going to attract that to you because that's what your focus is. So energy goes where your focus goes. Something to think about. Anytime you find yourself in a moment of frustration or a repeated pattern, something that keeps coming up and up again, over and over again, break the pattern. Find a positive to overwrite that pattern and say it over and over again until that becomes your reality and your truth. It's a fun practice. Sometimes it can seem overwhelming putting these practices into play, but just starting with one little mantra or one little affirmation and doing that, it's really, really helpful. So that's really all I had to say. You'll probably see me popping on here a lot more. I've been really, really busy and working really hard lately and just doing so much. I'm all over the place, but I'm making a commitment to getting more grounded lately and getting on here to video and pretty much document my journey through massage school. I know a lot of people go to school for massage and some practice and some don't, and there's so many routes to go, but I seem to have a path that I'm really passionate about, and it's something that I really want to share with the world. All the practices that I've done to redirect my life and make it better, because 2 years ago, you might as well, it felt like my soul was down in a gutter, just getting rained on, stomped on, I wanted to die. Things were really hard. I was not happy. And I worked really hard to survive and get through my yoga teacher training and get better and get healthier. And affirmations were an absolute catalyst. This was absolutely necessary to help redirect my negative thoughts and change my reality. So I hope that you guys find this useful, and interact with me. Send me messages, comment. I love it. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. It is February 6th. It's a Wednesday. It's about, looks like 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina. And I can't wait to get back on here and share whatever else comes up that I have to say. So you guys have a good night. Bye.